Guys, hope you're all doing well. So this is a video of what I personally think would be highly beneficial to a lot of you learning HFX or even Forex. So firstly, obviously you all know how to log in, so we'll come to this screen. I'll show you all the videos on how to find them, what I recommend for I'd say market structure. Turn it off. So on the left hand side, we need to click on the go live section, and then you'll get this option. So if we scroll down to HFX, click on the HFX, then you'll get all the indicators on the left hand side when this loads. So Millie Mills, she is very good. I've not watched her that much to be able to recommend her. I would recommend pretty much all of them, to be honest. You can take what you want from different people. So a lot of you may have heard us talk about Matty Pips. So that's Matthew Thayer there. That's the guy that trades with like an $8.5 million account. But yeah, Evan, he was one of the guys that I started to watch, so Evan Cabral. So you click on him. So every single session that the educators do, they are recorded. So what they feel is their best videos, they will be under their favorite sessions. Okay, so if you click on their favorites, so where are we going? So just be careful that you're not clicking on anything. Feel free to go through all this, but just like I say, they've all got their own sort of spin, their own strategy on HFX. So obviously we've got our fantastic try indicator, but obviously if you can take 2 things from this guy, 3 things from me, 3 things from somebody else, 4 things from somebody else, 1 thing from that person, and just put it into your toolbox, you'll just become more knowledgeable. Obviously they say that the bigger your library, the more books in your library, the more knowledge you can gain. So you just be a sponge, guys. Just absorb everything. Yeah, just take it all in, which it is in a lot in the start, don't get me wrong. So just try and filter the basic stuff out. So like a basic training, that might be good for you. So this is Evan Cabral's basic training. So these videos are typically about an hour, thereabouts. Some go over. So I start with that maybe. It tells you about a lot of this you would have learned in your videos when you first signed up, but it's good to refresh, or you may find when I say something and somebody else says it's the same thing, you may pick it up off them because they may word it even 1 word differently. Yeah, so it's just obviously we all learn differently. What else we got? I think that could be connected to that. So Forex basic part 1, things you should focus on. So the biggest thing for me would be market structure and what's it called? Support and resistance. Yeah, so it's very, very important, I think, support and resistance. So you can, if you wish, candlestick reversal training. So you can just see that one there. So you can see it's pushed up, and then you've got Sean calls it an indecision candle. These guys may call it a doji. That's the actual proper name for it. So it's a doji. That means that the trend is typically going to reverse. It's not guaranteed, but there's a very, very good chance, which it did do there. So that's what another one. So the candles, they mean stuff. Okay, so the body is the most important part. The wick or the body is not overly important. A lot of traders will say it's just noise to try and distract you. It's the banks moving money basically. But yeah, the body is the most important part. So if you click on there, obviously there's an hour and 9-minute session there for you to watch that. But yeah, to take stuff from here. Price action. This is very, very important. So price action and price movement. It's really good. And then this one, I would highly recommend this one, support and resistance training. So that's what we pretty much trade off. So if we go back to our try on your charts, you'll see the small little lines like the platforms. So they're the support and resistance lines. I personally draw mine in on top of them personally. So this one here does deviate a little bit onto, again, back to his strategy, but overall you should be able to pick up support and resistance and the basics of it. So that's Evan. There's I've mentioned about 4 or 5 hours of sessions in there, so you can watch them. And then the other ones I would recommend is Dr. Joshua Lee and Brandon Boyd. These guys are phenomenal. They're very, very good at what they do. And these are actually on 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. sorry, our time, UK time. So all these times, I think all of them are in Eastern time. So 1 p.m. Eastern, you need to add on 5 hours to that time. So it's obviously 6 p.m. UK time. So Evan, obviously on what day is that? Wednesday, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. So obviously that would be like, what, 3 p.m. our time? 1 a.m. So that'll be 6 a.m. So it's up to you if you want to get up for these. 8 p.m. Eastern, that would be, what, 1 a.m. is it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, 1 a.m. So just have a look, guys. But yeah, these two here, Dr. Joshua Lee, he's literally a doctor. He's converted over to Forex since a few years, actually. Both of them very, very wealthy guys. They're doing really, really big things, doing very well with HFX. Even stuff like this, guys, trend lines, mark up your charts, trend B, consolidation. So consolidation is another word for a sideways movement. So we've got the top and bottom, the price is just literally bouncing in between. Yeah, that's what consolidation is. But yeah, like I say, they're very, very good at what they do. So we'll click on their favorites. Even this here, so how to use TradingView, they will break it all down for you. It's quite simple, really. Market volume, this one here is another good one. Volatility and multiple timeframes analysis. So that's something that I do. Start with the 4 hour, drop it down to the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, and then trade on the 5 or the 1 minute timeframes. But you can see it's just literally a game of massive tug of war. Yes, buyers versus sellers. That's all it is. Yeah. So they go into detail about that there. What else we got? Anybody who's looking at cash strap, there's a few things about cash strap here. Even stuff like this, please watch them. Patience and compounding, price actions and pivots. We do possibly, you could say, a pivot. The pivot point is just a change again of movement in the market. There you go. So they touch on support and resistance here again. Yeah. So some of it won't be beneficial to you. You know, you can skip. I think they do actually like a PowerPoint presentation, so you can actually skip some of it. Obviously, you can just fast forward the video. Just try and find where they're talking about that specific topic. So this one is very good. Obviously, we are looking massively for flat tops and flat bottoms. Yeah, so that would be another one. That would be a very good one for you to watch as well. This is good as well, and this one, I think I touched that one. Trade entries, price action, divergence, and confirmation candles. So they're literally, it's all here for you guys. Yeah, if you want to be good at it, you're gonna have to put the time into it. Unfortunately, anything good in life needs work. So that's how to draw and correctly use trend lines. Support and resistance. There's another one. There's literally so much in here. So you should be smashing these day in, day out. You can go in here anytime you want. You can go over it and over it and over it. Okay. So a trend line, support and resistance. Again, there's hidden divergence, normal divergence, price action patterns. A lot of this stuff, if you don't understand it, it's pretty much the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's just worded it differently, really. Yeah. What else we got? Again, basics about HFX. Yeah, so if you want to watch that, that's only 11 minutes. Again, it breaks it down for basic reasons. How to trade HFX if you're not too sure. Yeah, it's all in there for you guys. So they're the videos I would recommend, really, for you guys. The other people I've not really looked at, so I couldn't really tell you, unfortunately. You'll just pick up, like, for example, Deal Woods. I just don't do with him. I just can't take to him. Don't know what it is. So I don't watch him. I'm not, like I said, I'm not looked into these guys, but you may do. You may get on well with them. And they're all very, very good educators. They're really, really good. So, you know, they need to be vetted for 6 months before they can come onto the platform. They can't just say, oh yeah, I want to be an educator. Oh yeah, jump on. They've got to prove themselves for 6 months to Christopher Terry, the CEO of the company. But yeah, if you are actually following some of them, get on their lives and you can actually ask them live questions. Yeah. Don't spam it, but if they don't see your question, just keep on copy and pasting, maybe 3 or 4 times, and hopefully they'll see it and answer your question. Or typically there's a lot of experienced traders on that call, so they may answer it for you in the chat box. We've gone to basics, advanced. This is one of the guys I'm really studying hard on at the moment, Jake Bloomstrand. He's only 22 years of age. He's a very talented trader. So he actually learned from Millie to start with. And he's very good friends with Matthew Thayer. So they're all, they're all interlinked. They're all friends, basically. They all share ideas. So they all bounce off each other. They're all sort of very good educators. So if you watch all them guys, that would be a great help for you. Yeah, massively. It will open up everything. So as soon as you understand Try, you get it, and you've watched all the units and the videos that we have showed you, you then need to come over to the HFX stuff and watch them videos that I've just broken down for you. So start there, and then over time, you obviously pick up a lot of things. You can then maybe change your package to the Forex side of stuff, which again will enlighten you and add a lot more value to your market structure side of things. But don't worry about too much about that now. There's plenty of stuff in here for you now, the HFX stuff. So there's a good, I think, 10 hours, maybe 15 hours I've pointed out for you there in the HFX stuff. So crack on with that. If you don't get it, write it down, ask me or ask somebody else, or just watch the video over and over again. Sometimes you can directly message these educators on Instagram. Most of them will get back to you. I've spoken, let's say, I don't know, I've spoken to maybe 10 of them, or messaged 10 of them. I'd say 9 of them have got back to me. So I've spoken to Matthew, I've spoken to Kimberly, and there's a few others like Luke Longmire, Leon Davis, what's he called? John Dollery. There's a few, just message them. Yeah, they're obviously there. They love what they're doing. They're very wealthy. So they're going to share your knowledge, share their knowledge even, sorry. That's what they're passionate for it. They love it. So, they do it day in, day out. They can't wait to help you, basically. So yeah, stick to HFX. Over time, when I say over time, maybe 2, maybe 3 months down the line, look to maybe change the Forex pack. There's a lot more educators in here for you to follow, but I don't want you to get confused as of yet. There's quite a few in here that you can follow. The fundamentals, all that stuff. Fundamentals is news if you don't know that. So there's a lot in there, but please stay away from there until you're really confident and consistent and making money on the HFX side first. But like I say, there's plenty of videos in there I've just given you. So I hope that helps, guys. If you need anything, like I say, please reach out to me, ask me questions. If I don't know, then I will find out for you. But please don't suffer in silence. Please just don't stop. Just, oh yeah, I'll just try and you're failing and failing. Please, we can do a one-to-one anytime you want. But yeah, I hope that helps. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Cheers.